Chair, and good afternoon, everybody, and thank you all for being here. This hearing comes out of years of work and is along the trajectory of the years of work from so many people across Philadelphia, many of whom are in this room today. And I just want to give a special thanks to our testifiers who have themselves faced eviction and will speak out courageously later in this hearing. I in particular want to give thanks to Councilwoman and the Chair, Maria Quinones-Sanchez, for partnering with us on this important hearing, and especially for your work on improving enforcement of code and housing policies in the city. I also want to thank our co-chairs, Councilwoman Cindy Bass, for leading on efforts to improve the health and well-being of children and families, and to recognize Councilman Greenlee's work on behalf of renters and against housing discrimination. This is a city council that is trying to take these issues very seriously. In many ways, a lot of the work that we're trying to do is not only to talk about poverty, but to unpack the ways in which poverty impacts and is lived in this city. And one of the ways has got to do with the situation of eviction. We are living in a Philadelphia eviction crisis that targets the poorest residents of the nation's poorest large city. Last year, 24,000 families faced eviction, and that is just the ones that we knew about and had legal filings. All in all, 1 in 14 Philly renters will face eviction in this city. And low-income Philadelphians, single mothers, African Americans, and those living with disabilities are the hardest hit. This is a crisis that deepens poverty and spreads homelessness. And it is an issue that cuts across so many of our constituencies. So if we care about our veterans and our seniors, we should be paying attention to eviction. If we care about our disabled communities, then we should be paying attention to eviction. If we care about women, Black women in particular, we have to care about evictions and pay attention to it. If we care about children and their academic stability and performance levels, then we should be paying attention to eviction. Eviction and the substandard housing conditions faced by tens of thousands in our city is a public health crisis. It is a responsibility of our city and our communities to rise to this challenge of ensuring that the basic dignity and human right to housing isn't going to be based on the whims of a ruthless capital market that exploits our city's most vulnerable. We have to do better. And 9 years ago, Philadelphia came together to address the mortgage foreclosure crisis. Government, the courts, and stakeholders all rose to the occasion and put in place what is now considered a national model, a foreclosure diversion program, and our Save Your Homes hotline. We have to take the same public policy approach with evictions. This isn't just a situation to be worked out between two individuals. I look forward to hearing from all of our testifiers as we dig deep into what eviction and substandard housing means for our city. And I'm really honored that our legal, medical, and advocacy communities have joined together to take on this situation with your solutions, with your vision, and with your humanity and dignity of our communities first and foremost. I'm grateful to our administration for coming together to work with council on new solutions for the crisis, and especially to our city agencies, our Health and Human Services, Licenses and Inspection, Human Relations, Planning and Development, and the Fair Housing Committee. And this story, of course, could never be told without the powerful and compassionate reporting that has shed light on the Philadelphia eviction crisis and shown all of us ways that the deck is stacked against renters and what we can do about it. But most importantly, I want to thank all the people in this room, the constituents we have here today, who have taken precious time out of their day to share your stories and experiences about eviction and substandard housing. All good public policy starts with you. It starts with us listening to and learning from you, those who are most impacted. And I am deeply humbled and honored with your courage and conviction as you fight to solve this issue in our city. And we are, all of us on council are here and committed to fighting alongside you.